I almost can't believe it. This place, even after all these years, it's almost completely unchanged. I can't say the same for the rest of the shore, sadly. But this little cove, the secret place that my grandfather showed me, it looks just as I remember it. And I haven't been here in years. I wonder if he came here in the days before he moved on to the next life. I wonder. I hope he did. I hope he got to see this place one last time. And even though I miss him, and I hope that he didn't suffer, I hope that he was able to know that it would be the last time. I hope that he was able to look around and truly take in every detail of this place, so that he would never forget it. Not for a second. I hope he was able to do that. I know that if I have the chance, before I go, I want to come back here. I want to come back and remember all the summer days that I would spend hiding here, reading or examining little fish that would swim by. I want to remember all the afternoons we spent here, fishing and never once getting a bite. I want to remember showing this place to my friends. I wonder if they still remember. I wonder if they remember the great adventures we had here. Battling sea serpents, facing sirens, pretending that we were merpeople and that we could breathe under the water. Aaron might have been a bit too dedicated to the role. That was certainly an interesting conversation with his mother and father, and the doctors at the ER, but those were such fun memories, such wonderful moments in our past. I hope they remember. And I hope that someday we'll find the time to all come back so that we can relive those moments at least one more time. God, I sound so sappy right now, don't I? I guess that's what happens when you lose someone who was so important to you. Someone you loved and someone you cared about. Even when it's expected. Even when you're able to be there with them. It hurts. And it reminds you of how precious every happy moment in your life truly is. It reminds you of how little time we really have. It seems like so much, but in the end it feels like it was never enough. It reminds you to cherish the time that you have left. It reminds you to make the most of every last minute you possibly can. Maybe that's why It's so hard to leave this place now. Maybe that's why, as I sit here, watching the tide, I am tempted. I am so tempted to reach into my pocket, pull out my phone, and call Aaron and Nagisa and ask them if they can come and play. They have been so supportive throughout all of this, but they didn't have the time to come. I understand, of course, but I wish they could be here. I wish that I didn't have to be alone during all of this. If my parents were here, I could lean on them. And even though my friends have said that they're always there if I need to talk, it feels so different actually being alone now. I don't like this feeling. I wish that this part of the grieving process would just go away. I wish... Hi, little seal. Nice seal. I didn't realize that this was even a place seals could live. With all of the activity on the beach these days, all of the pollution around here, I thought... Never mind what I thought, though. I promise I'll go away. I didn't mean to disturb your resting place. I was just leaving now, actually. Please don't bite me. Did you just splash me? Did you just nod? You did it again. Okay, are you telling me to go by splashing me? You're not. Okay then. So you can understand what I'm saying. Okay. That's... I don't know whether that's horrifying or amazing, but you know what? I've had enough horrifying things happening to me recently. I could really use something amazing, so I'm going to say that this is amazing. And honestly, if I were younger, it would be strictly amazing immediately. So, okay, this is amazing. You can understand what I'm saying, and you can respond by nodding or shaking your head. Have you lived on this coastline for long? Is that supposed to be a shrug of some kind? Okay. That was kind of cute, actually. The way you tilted your head from side to side. I'm sure that You must be bothered by all the humans in this area. Yeah? I'm sorry. This town used to be a lot smaller. Were you around back then? You were? That's good. You at least got to enjoy things while they were quieter, more peaceful. Do you miss those days? Yeah, you do? I do too. I'm so sorry that things have changed so much. But I'm guessing that's why you like this cove so much, right? Somehow it's still exactly the same. And it's so quiet. So peaceful. So untouched by the rest of the world. After all, so few people even know about this place. And one of them is gone now. Oh, are you trying to comfort me? Thank you. I appreciate that. Could I pet you? Oh, does that confuse you? Sorry, it's just a bit of an instinct, I suppose. Sort of like when a dog or a cat or any other animal rests its head on your lap, you just want to pet it, like this, to show that you appreciate their company. Is this okay? Good. I don't want to do anything that would bother you, after all. You're being very kind to me. Which, I must say, as much as I appreciate this is still all rather confusing for me, as I'm sure you can understand. After all, you're not human. You shouldn't be able to understand me so well. Yet you do. And I'm grateful for it. I am extremely grateful for it. But it is freaking me out just a little bit, because part of me is wondering if I am having a nervous breakdown on account of the death of the last family member I ever had, and I'm wondering if that mental breakdown is now causing me to hallucinate a seal laying down on my lap. Do you understand? Of course you do. I'm sorry. I'm stressing you out, aren't I? I'm not? Really? Well, that's good. Is there some way that you could maybe show me that you're real? I know I probably sound like rather ungrateful, honestly, or a little bit paranoid, but you're a seal on my lap, nodding and shaking your head to respond to a human language. So could you humor me and just show me something to prove that you're real? Thank you. That is... What are you doing? What is... I have even more questions now. The first one being, how is this happening? The second one being, is this even happening? Is this even real? And one of my biggest questions that I have is, and I know this is going to sound so rude and so ungrateful, but what are you? You're... No. Selkies don't exist. They don't. I used to imagine that they existed all the time when I was a child. Merpeople, sirens, sea serpents, Selkies like yourself. I would play pretend with all of my friends, and we would imagine that we would fight sea serpents or face sirens. We would imagine we were merpeople and we would trade with Selkies. Wait, did we pretend those things, or were we really pretending those things? We were, right? After all, this is something out of a fairy tale. It can't possibly be real. You are not real. I am having a nervous breakdown. I am clearly not in my right mind. I need to talk to someone. I need to go. I need to... How are you touching me? I can feel your hands on my shoulders, holding me in place so that I'll calm down. How are you? You came back to me. After all these years, you let me remember again.